You cannot expect a sweet apple from a poisonous tree. You must examine the soil if you truly want to be free. Our ancestors suffered under the whip and the plantation, leaving a legacy of trauma inside the foundation of the nation. The bitterness runs deep inside the historical well, creating an artificial earthly version of hell. But instead of nursing the hatred of the days gone by, we must cultivate the love that grows under the open sky. Yeah. Genetic predisposition to a chemical dependency, inheriting the dysfunction, escalating the tendency. My family tree was rotten from the roots to the twigs, growing up in trailer parks, surrounded by pigs, carrying the generational baggage inside my DNA, trying to wash the bitter taste of my childhood away. But if I don't treat the soil, the fruit will stay sour. I'm digging up the backyard, reclaiming my inner power. Looking at the family history, written in the mud, cleaning out the toxic venom, flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we're healing the ancestral ground. I look at my daughters, refuse to pass them the goblet, the venom. I'm breaking the cycle of anger that was stitched in my denim. No more projecting my childhood neglect on the innocent. The transformation of my psychological state is magnificent. I was a product of an environment fueled by hostility, but maturity taught me the beauty of extreme humility. We dig up the bitterness, throw it straight into the furnace, transforming the pain into a passion that serves us. The system thrives when the children are fighting their brothers, blaming the errors of the past on the skin of each other. But the true enemy is the ignorance hiding within, allowing the bitterness to consume the soul beneath the skin. Let Jah water your garden with the stream of pure affection, redirecting your energy into a righteous direction. The soil may be scarred by the history of oppression, but forgiveness is the ultimate spiritual weapon. Looking at the family history, written in the mud, cleaning up the toxic venom, flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we healing the ancestral ground. It stops with me, the cycle is officially broken. Let the words of healing be beautifully spoken. No more toxic inheritance left as a token. The eyes of the sleeping giants are finally open. Dig it up all the way shot the messenger to silence the message of peace, hoping the spiritual vibration of the tribe would cease. 2 bullets in the chest couldn't stop the revelation. Jah protected the servant to heal the entire nation. The scars upon my flesh are just a testament of grace, showing that the devil cannot wipe away my face. A true teacher must bleed for the wisdom that he brings, so the broken-hearted children have a song to sing. Yeah, they put me on a pedestal, labeled me a savior, then crucified my character for my erratic behavior. I took 1,000,000 verbal bullets from the media syndicate, trying to defend the sanity that I could never vindicate. Bleeding on the public stage, ODing in the bathroom floor, a broken spiritual guide knocking on death's door. But the wounds are where the light finally entered the crack. I'm a scarred visionary, but I'm officially back. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. My ribs are held together by the poetry. I wrote the metaphorical life vest, keeping the soul afloat. I used to think my suffering was a private penalty, but now I see it was an educational necessity. To speak to the depressed kids sitting in the dark room, showing them that flowers can survive a nuclear boom. I'm a walking casualty who conquered this dependency, injecting these broken blocks with a therapeutic tendency. They can injure the flesh, but they can never touch the mind. The Holy Spirit is a fortress that they cannot find. So let the hypocrites celebrate the damage that they made. The internal fire of righteousness will never fade. We use our wounds as a map to navigate the lost, spreading unconditional love no matter what the cost. Stand up, wounded prophet, put the record back on. The darkest hours, just a memory before the dawn. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Trophies of the wars we won, walk in the protection of the Almighty Son. No weapon formed against the spirit can prosper. Deliver the truth that the system can't foster. I'm still bleeding, but I'm still standing. That is the destiny Jah was commanded. Wounded but whole, divine control. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. The tallest trees inside the forest must endure the wind, bending down their branches where the ancient spirits pin. They don't make no noise to prove how big they have grown, providing shelter to the weary who are left alone. But the wicked elite are like a small aggressive weed, making loud commotions to satisfy their greed. True strength is quiet, resting in a peaceful place, moving through the universe with absolute grace. Yeah, I used to stomp around the industry like Godzilla, a lyrical colossus, a cold-blooded killer, demanding everybody recognize my massive stature, trapped inside an egotistical, destructive nature. But the higher you climb, the harder the oxygen hits. I was suffocating on the peak of my own wits. Now I'm stepping down from the mountain of my pride, becoming a humble giant with nothing left to hide. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with a gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with the spiritual guide. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Oh, yeah. True strength is gentle. Oh, my shadow used to block the sun for the upcoming youth, dictating the parameters of what was considered truth. But that's a heavy burden for a mortal man to carry. The expectations of the world were getting kinda scary, so I shrank my ego down to the size of a pebble, disconnecting from the frequency of the loud rebel. I'd rather be a giant who is sitting on the floor, teaching the children how to open up the wisdom door. David took the stone and brought Goliath to his knees, showing that the Almighty does exactly what he please. Do not depend on physical size or material weight. That is an illusion that will never make you great. The true giants are the ones who serve the human race, spreading love and harmony in every single space. So let the proud look down upon our simple lifestyle. We answer their hostility with a peaceful smile. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with a gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with a spiritual guide. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Oh, true strength is gentle. The easier the fall, so walk flat on the earth, answer the divine call. No more megalomania, we dismantling the wall. Universal love is the greatest thing of all. Sit down, lower your perspective, let the Almighty make your soul effective. Quiet strength, your protection. We are the humble giants, standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Yeah, true strength is gentle. Stand tall but stay low. Hey. Yeah, yeah. possession, armed with nothing but the spiritual possession. Them come with tanks and automated ammunition, but they can never conquer a divine definition. We wear the armor of righteousness and dignity, fighting the invisible forces of malignity. A true warrior don't seek a bloody casualty. We battle for the mind to escape that harsh reality. Yeah, checking my vitals, I survived the fierce onslaught of every legal battle and every battle of thought. They drafted me into a war I didn't enlist in. Target on my back because my lyrics wouldn't glisten. For the corporate sponsors who control the radio waves, they want mindless robots, predictable slaves. But I strapped my boots tight, loaded up the ink pen, saluting the general marching into the lion's den. No metal helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. Yeah, my combat boots are muddy from the trenches of fame. Explosive landmines hidden underneath my name. I used to fire randomly at anyone who crossed me, reflecting on the casualties, realizing what they cost me. But now the strategy is tactical, focused on the healing, dismantling the fortress of the pain they were dealing. A mental revolution, guerrilla warfare of the mind, leaving all the petty animosity far behind. The highest rank you can achieve is inside your own heart. Victory begins the moment that you do your part, to love your neighbor and protect the helpless and weak, speaking out the truth that the politicians hide and sneak. They want you categorized, divided and afraid, so you can easily surrender to the trap they laid. But stand firm, so soldier, look the devil in the face. The Almighty created you to conquer this earth and space. No mental helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. Sheet music. If Jah give you a talent, don't you dare abuse it. We fighting for the consciousness, refuse to lose it. The pathway to salvation, beautifully choose it. Beautifully choose it. At ease, soldier, lower your guard. The battle was heavy, the journey was hard. Internal peace, our ultimate reward. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. Army is moving. Spirit army is moving. Leaving the borders of Babylon, we set our destination. searching for the promised land of total emancipation. Them try to keep us tethered to the financial wheel, buying things we don't need, forgetting how to feel. But Zion is a frequency, a state of spiritual peace, where the manipulation of the system must cease. Pack your bags, my brother, don't look at the clock. We're moving forward steadily, standing on the rock. Yeah, I spent a lifetime chasing after the platinum plaque, thinking a bigger house would keep the panic attack back. Accumulating wealth while my spirit was bankrupt, living in a golden cage, completely corrupt by the illusion that security is bought with a check, while the real world is turning into a total wreck. Now I'm shifting my compass, redirecting the cruise, chasing a utopia where nobody has to lose. Beyond the skyscrapers and the neon flashing signs, we are navigating through the psychological lines, following the star that shines bright in the east, escaping the stomach of the Babylonian beast. We are chasing Zion, running to the promised land, walking through the desert, holding each other's hand, where the music is pure and the system is banned, building our future on the everlasting sand. Yeah, we heading home at last. My previous GPS was calibrated for the gutter, chasing material validation that made my heart flutter. But fame is a mirage in the middle of the Sahara. The closer you get, the more it turns into terror. I'm abandoning the corporate matrix entirely, refusing to let their expectations govern society. We seeking a sanctuary where the ego dissolves, where every complex problem beautifully resolves. Zion is not a geographic location on a map, it's when you finally escape the psychological trap of thinking you were separate from the rest of creation, breaking down the borders of every artificial nation. Let the rhythm guide you across the stormy ocean, calm in the turbulent waves of your emotion. The kingdom of heaven is residing deep within, that's where the journey to paradise must begin. Beyond the skyscrapers and the neon flashing signs, we are navigating through the psychological lines, following the star that shines bright in the east, escaping the stomach of the Babylonian beast. We are chasing Zion, running to the promised land, walking through the desert, holding each other's hand, where the music is pure and the system is banned, building our future on the everlasting sand. Yeah, we heading home at last. Wash away the history of our collective pains. We moving forward where the righteousness reigns. Feel the holy blessing flowing in your veins. I can see the gates open wide. Step inside the light, no more need to hide. Destination reach, joy on the inside. We are chasing Zion, running to the promised land, walking through the desert, holding each other's hand, where the music is pure and the system is banned, building our future on the everlasting sand. Yeah, we heading home at last. Whoa. We made it, shut the door behind us. Peace. Whoa, nah, nah, nah. Yeah. The tallest trees inside the forest must endure the wind, bending down their branches where the ancient spirits pin. They don't make no noise to prove how big they have grown, providing shelter to the weary who are left alone. But the wicked elite are like a small aggressive weed, making loud commotions to satisfy their greed. True strength is quiet, resting in a peaceful place, moving through the universe with absolute grace. Yeah, I used to stomp around the industry like Godzilla, a lyrical colossus, a cold-blooded killer, demanding everybody recognize my massive stature, trapped inside an egotistical, destructive nature. But the higher you climb, the harder the oxygen hits. I was suffocating on the peak of my own wits. Now I'm stepping down from the mountain of my pride, becoming a humble giant with nothing left to hide. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with the gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with a spiritual guide. We are the humble giants standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Yeah, true strength is gentle. Yeah, my shadow used to block the sun for the upcoming youth, dictating the parameters of what was considered truth. But that's a heavy burden for a mortal man to carry. The expectations of the world were getting kinda scary, so I shrank my ego down to the size of a pebble, disconnecting from the frequency of the loud rebel. I'd rather be a giant who is sitting on the floor, teaching the children how to open up the wisdom door. David took the stone and brought Goliath to his knees, showing that the Almighty does exactly what He please. Do not depend on physical size or material weight. That is an illusion that will never make you great. The true giants are the ones who serve the human race, spreading love and harmony in every single space. So let the proud look down upon our simple lifestyle. We answer their hostility with a peaceful smile. We don't need to step on others just to reach the sky. We grow our roots deep so the branch can reach high, walking through the valley with a gentle, steady stride, replacing our arrogance with a spiritual guide. Oh, we are the humble giants standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Yeah, true strength is gentle. So walk flat on the earth, answer the divine call. No more megalomania, we dismantling the wall. Universal love is the greatest thing of all. Sit down, lower your perspective, let the Almighty make your soul effective. Quiet strength, job protection. Hey! We are the humble giants standing in the road, protecting the little ones who are trying to grow. No need to boast about the power that we know. We let our quiet actions put on the ultimate show. Yeah, true strength is gentle. Yeah, true strength narrow alleyways where the forgotten dwell. We sing a holy melody to break the wicked spell. No pipe organ playing, no stained glass in the wall, just the voices of the children answering the divine call. They try to look down on the place where we are born, labeling the ghetto as a territory torn. But the natural mystic vibration flows through the street, providing a sanctuary for our wandering feet. Yeah, this is our liturgy, written on the concrete slab, a beautiful psalm from the city that they try to brand and stab. Where the choir is a group of kids sitting on the porch, using a burning cigarette as a spiritual torch. We don't need no gold chalice or a velvet altar cloth to offer up our testimony to the God of the mob. From the underbelly of Detroit to the trenches of Trenchtown, we sing a sacred anthem to turn the paradigm around. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. This is a benediction for the single mother working late, trying to keep her children far away from the prison gate. A sacred composition for the kids who got no food, trying to maintain a positive, constructive attitude. My vocabulary is a prayer book for the broken, depressed, offering a therapeutic refuge for the highly stressed. We turn our limitations into a magnificent song, proving to the universe where we truly belong. Jah resides inside the dwellings of the humble and poor. He doesn't need no palace with the golden front door. The system build their monuments to celebrate their greed, but they forget the simple things the human spirits need. So let the ghetto hymns multiply across the block, standing on the foundation of the everlasting rock. The music is a shield from the arrows of despair, lifting your vibrations far above the atmosphere. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. Our music is the church, the microphone is the priest, feeding the hungry minds a beautiful spiritual feast. From the greatest of the cities to the absolute least, escaping the clutches of the Babylonian beast. Can you hear the choir singing loudly, lift it higher? Ghetto symphony, divine desire. Singing our congregation tonight. Amen, keep the faith. Detroit to Kingston tonight. Skip. Though the needle skips upon the damaged plastic roof, the message of the music still makes the body move. They try to scratch the truth out of the history book, distorting every righteous path our ancestors took. But the rhythm of the universe cannot be erased. No matter how much exploitation we have faced, every crack inside the record tells a story of survival, chanting down the system for a spiritual revival. Yeah, my life is like an old LP that skipped a dozen times, scratched up by the critics who hated all my rhymes, trapped inside a loop of my own self-sabotage, living in a hall of mirrors, chasing a mirage. But there's a beauty in the fracture, a magic in the skip, in authenticity they couldn't ruin or strip. From the broken pieces of a highly dysfunctional youth, I dropped the diamond needle and exposed the ugly truth. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain a psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. Yeah, my biography is warped, melted by the heat of fame, an outdated format that they tried to mock and shame. They wanted me to stay compressed inside a digital file, a predictable commodity they could easily compile. But I'm analog, baby, full of hiss and heavy pop, a relentless cadence that the industry can't stop. We take the imperfections and we turn them into art, rewiring the stereo system of the human heart. Babylon want everything symmetrical and cold, a synthetic lifestyle that can be easily controlled and sold. But Jah created humans with a beautiful defect, teaching us that broken things deserve our deep respect. So let the vinyl spin with all its analog dust, in the wisdom of the rhythm we can safely put our trust. The song is never ended, it just echoes in the air, reaching every corner of depression and despair. Spinning round and round in the world of pure distortion, trying to maintain a psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. Just gives it more character. Protect the ancient frequency from the predator. We don't need no digital editing to fix the flow. Just let the natural dynamic beautifully grow. Let it spin, even when it hurts to listen. See the diamond needle, how it starts to glisten. Pure transmission. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. skip. Though the needle skips upon the damaged plastic roof, the message of the music still makes the body move. They tried to scratch the truth out of the history book, distorting every righteous path our ancestors took. But the rhythm of the universe cannot be erased. No matter how much exploitation we have faced, every crack inside the record tells a story of survival, chanting down the system for a spiritual revival. Yeah, my life is like an old LP that skipped a dozen times, scratched by the critics who hated on my rhymes. Trapped inside the loop of my own self-sabotage, living in a hall of mirrors, chasing a mirage. But there's a beauty in the fracture, a magic in the skip, an authenticity they couldn't ruin or strip. From the broken pieces of a highly dysfunctional youth, I dropped the diamond needle and exposed the ugly truth. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. My biography is warped, melted by the heat of fame, an outdated format that they tried to mock and shame. They wanted me to stay compressed inside the digital file, a predictable commodity that could easily compile. But I'm analog, baby, full of hiss and heavy pop, a relentless cadence that the industry can't stop. We take the imperfections and we turn them into art, rewiring the stereo system of the human heart. Babylon want everything symmetrical in code, a synthetic lifestyle that can be easily controlled and sold. But Jah created humans with the beautiful defect, teaching us that broken things deserve our deep respect. So let the vinyl spin with all its analog dust. In the wisdom of the rhythm we can safely put our trust. The song is never ended, it just echoes in the air, reaching every corner of depression and despair. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. The skipping in the track just gives it more character. Protect the ancient frequency from the predator. We don't need no digital editing to fix the flow. Just let the natural dynamic beautifully grow. Let it spin even when it hurts to listen. See the diamond needle, how it starts to glisten. Pure transmission. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. poverty resides. The children look for shelter from the political ties. No food inside the kitchen, no justice in the court. The promises of politicians are nothing but a sport. But we're burning incense on the cold concrete ground, sending up a meditation that don't make a sound. Guys listening to the whispers of the neglected block, providing a foundation that is solid as a rock. Here my childhood horizon was a row of broken blinds, looking out at the neighborhood of desperate twisted minds, where the only benediction was the clicking of a lock, and the only congregation was the dealers on the block. I used to pray to empty ceilings, begging for a sign, while my mother was asleep from the prescription and the wine. Now I use this microphone to broadcast our collective plea, a secular confession for the world to finally see. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. This ain't a Sunday sermon full of superficial grace. This is survival poetry from a dark, neglected place, where the youth are institutionalized before they even grow, taught to fear the system that they don't even know. I'm offering a song for the kids inside the cell, living through an earthly manifestation of hell. May your mind remain protected while your body is confined. May you find the inner freedom that the architects designed. They build their penitentiaries to lock up our ambition, but they can never incarcerate a spiritual condition. The true church is residing inside your will and soul, when you allow the Almighty to take total control. So let the prayers multiply across the ghetto sky, wiping every tear from the mother's weeping eye. The system will collapse from its own heavy greed, but righteousness will always supply what we need. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. No stained glass windows, just the neon lights, guarding the flock through the dangerous nights. We don't need a priest to validate our plight, just stand firm in the cosmic light. Can you hear us up there? Jah hear every cry, every single prayer, from the concrete to the atmosphere. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. On the corner of the avenue where poverty resides, the children look for shelter from the political tides. No food inside the kitchen, no justice in the court. The promises of politicians are nothing but a sport. But we burning incense on the cold concrete ground, sending up a meditation that don't make a sound. Jah is listening to the whispers of the neglected block, providing a foundation that is solid as a rock. Yeah. My childhood horizon was a row of broken blinds, looking out at the neighborhood of desperate twisted minds, where the only benediction was the clicking of a lock, and the only congregation was the dealers on the block. I used to pray through empty ceilings, begging for a sign, while my mother was asleep from the prescription and the wine. Now I use this microphone to broadcast our collective plea, a secular confession for the world to finally see. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. Yeah. This ain't a Sunday sermon full of superficial grace. This is survival poetry from a dark, neglected place, where the youth are institutionalized before they even grow, taught to fear the system that they don't even know. I'm offering a song for the kids inside the cell, living through an earthly manifestation of hell. May your mind remain protected while your body is confined. May you find the inner freedom that the architects designed. They build their penitentiaries to lock up our ambition, but they can never incarcerate the spiritual condition. The true church is residing inside your will and soul, when you allow the Almighty to take total control. So let the prayers multiply across the ghetto sky, wiping every tear from the mothers weeping. Now the system will collapse from its own heavy greed, but righteousness will always supply what we need. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the eye. Ooh, please hear our voice tonight. Windows, just the neon lights, guarding the flock through the dangerous nights. We don't need a priest to validate our plight, just stand firm in the cosmic light. Hey! Can you hear us up there? Jah hear every cry, every single prayer, from the concrete to the atmosphere. These are street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the eye. Ooh, please hear our voice tonight. Amen. Keep your head up, Detroit to Kingston. Amen. artificial plastic mask. But even through the pavement, see the little flower grow, a testament to life that Babylon can never check or know. We walk these dirty sidewalks with the skip inside our stride, carrying the Holy Spirit deep within our pride. No asphalt can suppress the natural mystic vibration. We bring the wilderness back to this concrete nation. Yeah, 8 Mile Road was nothing but the strip of frozen stone, an asphalt cemetery where I used to walk alone. Refrigerated hearts and blocks of gray cement walls, where survival is the only thing the memory recalls. But now I'm softening the edge, I'm smoothing out the cracks, injecting poetry into these broken railroad tracks. We take the hardest servers that the city ever built and plant a garden in the middle of our collective guilt. From the alleyways up to the highest tower, we are reclaiming our internal power. Every second, every minute, every hour. The concrete city welcomes the shower. Mellow concrete under our feet. We bring the forest back to the street, where the asphalt and the paradise meet, soothing the rhythm of the city heartbeat. Yeah. We make the hard world soft. My architectural design was always sharp and jagged, born in the gutter where the clothes were always torn and ragged. I used to spray paint my frustrations on the brick facade, demanding answers from a distant, unresponding God. But now the stone is turning smooth, the masonry is changing, the structural foundation of my mind is rearranging. I'm looking at the skyscrapers, but seeing giant trees, finding a sanctuary blowing in the urban breeze. Man made the city, but the Almighty made the land. You cannot lock the ocean with a tiny wall of sand. They build their empires of iron, ore and steel, but they forgot how the natural earth is supposed to feel. So let the music penetrate the sidewalk cracks tonight. Bring back the ancient wisdom, bring back the morning light. No longer captive to the gridiron grid of industry. We find our freedom walking through the concrete, wild and free. From the alleyways up to the highest tower, we are reclaiming our internal power. Every second, every minute, every hour. The concrete city welcomes the shower. Mellow concrete under our feet. We bring the forest back to the street, where the asphalt and the paradise meet, soothing the rhythm of the city heartbeat. Yeah. We make the hard world soft. Yeah. Let the soil underneath breathe. Pull the weapons out the sky, but let the sword sheath. Grow your roots deeper than the subway lines. Yeah, we're rewriting the architectural blueprints and signs. No more cold steel, no more hard pavement. We are escaping from the mental enslavement. Feel the grass grow through the pavement. The storm is spinning violently outside the window pane. The hurricane of Babylon is generating pain. They shift the market prices and they propagate the fear, trying to make the population lose what they hold dear. But in the center of this cyclone, I just take a seat, feeling the tranquil frequency beneath my steady feet. You cannot control the turbulence of an earthly nation, but you can maintain your internal divine vibration. Yeah, yeah. Controversy swirling round my name like a tornado. Media throwing daggers, trying to puncture my bravado. Paparazzi flashbulbs blinding my peripheral view. Lawsuits piling up a heavy psychological stool. But inside the eye of this storm, I'm sitting motionless, decompressing the stress, navigating the hopelessness. I don't react to the friction or the malicious noise, trading the old hostility for a magnificent poise. When the world around us is losing its fragile mind, we search for the serenity that the Creator designed. A sanctuary of stillness in the frantic ecosystem, unplugging our consciousness from their corrupted system. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, stay centered tonight. My synapses used to match the anarchy of the crowd, a hyperactive mind where the static was too loud. An internal riot fueled by dependency and rage, stalking back and forth like a tiger in a cage. But maturity is finding a cool, refreshing stream in the middle of a burning, devastating dream. I let the record spin around me without no impact, keeping my sanity and my artistic integrity intact. They want you frantic, scattered and easily displaced, so you can never analyze the deception you have faced. But a quiet mind is a fortress that they cannot breach, a spiritual height that their malice can never reach. So let their structures wobble and their empires shake. We enjoy the peace that the politicians cannot fake. Jah is the anchor holding us steady in the tide, providing an everlasting comfort on the inside. When the world around us is losing its fragile mind, we search for the serenity that the Creator designed. A sanctuary of stillness in the frantic ecosystem, unplugging our consciousness from their corrupted system. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, stay centered tonight. I'm slowing down the tape. That is the ultimate method of a beautiful escape. Let the anarchy unfold, we already built the landscape. In the arms of Jah, Lord, we find our perfect shape. Take a deep breath, let the storm rage on. They will all pass away before the early dawn. Quiet, composure, Jah phenomenon. We creating calm chaos in the middle of the street, maintaining our tranquility when the disasters meet. No longer letting the turbulence dictate our heartbeat, finding our paradise where the waves of madness beat. Yeah, true through the valley with the fearless disposition, fulfilling the parameters of my spiritual mission. Them come with iron bars to lock up my physical frame, but they can never incarcerate the power of my name. A celestial predator walking through the wilderness, conquering the wickedness with absolute gentleness. The strength of Zion is surging through my spine, an indestructible force that is completely divine. Yeah, I survived the meat grinder of a brutal industry, dismantling the traps that they set for my ministry. They wanted me to whimper, wanted me to fold and bend, hoping my artistic longevity would finally end. But my resolve is forged in the fires of Detroit steel, an armor of vocabulary that is heavy and real. An apex predator sharpening his lyrical claws, refusing to abide by the systematic laws. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. They thought the dependency would leave me permanently crippled, but the impact of my recovery is globally rippled. I'm an iron beast, revitalized, structured and tough, showing the world that my vocabulary is more than enough to shatter the illusions of their superficial trends, making absolute amends with my genuine friends. I look the devil in the eye, refuse to compromise, a metallic warrior watching the new empire rise. Babylon tried to cage a lion inside a mental zoo, dictating the thoughts of what the population can do. But the iron lion breaks through the copper barricade, dismantling every single trap that the wicked made. We wear the heavy crown of the conquering tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a majestic vibe. Stand up, my people, look at the strength in your hand. We are the rightful rulers of this beautiful land. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. Melt down the golden calf, forge the iron shield. To the demands of Babylon we will never yield. The roar echoes from the street to the open field. Let the supreme majesty be beautifully revealed. Unshakable, untamable, complete. The Lion of Judah never faced defeat. Pure iron, Zion Street. I am an iron lion, standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yet a monarch is reigning tonight. peace, hoping the spiritual vibration of the tribe would cease. 2 bullets in the chest couldn't stop the revelation. Jah protected the servant to heal the entire nation. The scars upon my flesh are just a testament of grace, showing that the devil cannot wipe away my face. A true teacher must bleed for the wisdom that he brings, so the broken-hearted children have a song to sing. Yeah, they put me on a pedestal, labeled me a savior, then crucified my character for my erratic behavior. I took 1,000,000 verbal bullets from the media syndicate, trying to defend the sanity that I could never vindicate. Bleeding on the public stage, ODing on the bathroom floor, a broken spiritual guide knocking on death's door. But the wounds are where the light finally entered the crack. I'm a scarred visionary, but I'm officially back. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. My ribs are held together by the poetry. I wrote a metaphorical life vest, keeping the soul afloat. I used to think my suffering was a private penalty, but now I see it was an educational necessity to speak to the depressed kids sitting in the dark room, showing them that flowers can survive a nuclear boom. I'm a walking casualty who conquered his dependency, injecting these broken blocks with the therapeutic tendency. They can injure the flesh, but they can never touch the mind. The Holy Spirit is a fortress that they cannot find. So let the hypocrites celebrate the damage that they made. The internal fire of righteousness will never fade. We use our wounds as a map to navigate the lost, spreading unconditional love no matter what the cost. Stand up, wounded prophet, put the record back on. The darkest hours, just a memory before the dawn. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Yeah, the messenger survived the storm. Are just trophies of the wars we won, walk in the protection of the Almighty Son. No weapon formed against the spirit can prosper. Deliver the truth that the system can foster. I'm still bleeding, but I'm still standing. That is the destiny Jah was commanding. Wounded but whole, divine control. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you trade their spiritual royalty for a temporary throne. Governing a kingdom built of vanity and bone. The gold upon their head is just a shiny metal weight, keeping them from entering the everlasting gate. But true majesty is not a product you can buy. It's the dignity inside the soul that never can die. So let their artificial empires turn to gray and rust. We wear a crown of starlight far above the earthly dust. Yeah, I used to wear a crown of thorns made of platinum discs. Sovereign of a rap empire, taking massive risks, defending the territory that was highly volatile, while my psychological anatomy was going out of style. They call you king today, but tomorrow you're a ghost. The same people cheering are the ones who hate you most. I'm abdication from the throne, stepping down the stairs, leaving all the industry royalty to their affairs. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Yeah, my kingdom was an isolated mansion in the woods, trading my internal peace for some material goods. Paranoid ruler checking every single camera feed. A prisoner of my own success and corporate greed. But the crown was heavy, it was crushing my skull apart, suffocating the artistic expression of my heart. So I threw the scepter straight into the Detroit River, grateful for the simplicity that the universe can deliver. Babylonian rulers think their power gonna last forever, but they cannot stop the lightning or the changing of the weather. Their currency is fading and their castles will collapse, leaving nothing but some empty boundaries on their maps. The only sovereign ruler is the almighty Jah Rastafari, who paints the golden sunset up across the desert sky. So humble down your ego, take the metal off your head, and choose to walk the path of spiritual royalty instead. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Strip away the titles, let the real man stand. The meek shall inherit the beauty of the land. No more bowing down to a synthetic hierarchy. Find the everlasting freedom in your monarchy. Yeah, yeah. Let the crown tarnish, let the empire fall. Jah is the greatest ruler of them all. No more palaces, just pure grace. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. Keep the crown, I don't want it anymore. Oh, keep the crown, I don't want it anymore.